Your prophetic message this week comes from Psalms 88. That is what I got on my meditation this week. By all accounts, what I have researched into the Psalms is that it talks about despair. It talks about somebody really in a very hard place, really in the pits, the lows of life, and death is definitely drawing near. So it probably is the most saddest one by all accounts of what I'm seeing, okay? So we'll get into it. Lord, you are the God who saves me. Day and night I cry out to you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. So somebody is asking God to listen to them, okay? This person is praying probably day and night, crying day and night for what situation that they're in, and they feel that God is not listening and are pleading with God to turn your ear to what they're asking and what they're praying for. I am overwhelmed with troubles, and my life draws near to death. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like one without strength. So somebody is quite weak at this moment and is looking for the strength of God to carry on. They are overwhelmed with troubles in their life. Their life draws near to death. So there's sicknesses, there's definitely stuff going on that someone feels that their life is literally is over with the trouble that they are in and what they surrounded themselves with. They count themselves among those that go to the pit. And the pit is the pit of hell, in my personal opinion. That's what I would feel it is. I am one without strength. So somebody is quite weak and is looking and is crying for God to give them the strength. I am set apart with dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. So somebody is quite like that. To me feels like, you're not listening to me, God, like how dare you, like you don't care about me. So it even feels a little bit like, like being so angry with God because, well, you're not getting your own way. God hears us all. It doesn't mean that he's not listening. He listens. It doesn't mean he's going to respond. What? Because you suddenly want him in your life, because you're suddenly crying. Yeah. I am set apart with the dead who slain in the grave. So this person is, somebody here is really comparing themselves to somebody who is basically dead. Their life is over, whom you remember no more. So it's kind of like, why aren't you listening? Why have you forgotten about me? I want to say to someone, why did you forget about God? You have put me in the lowest pit, in the darkest depths. Your wrath lies heavy on me. You have overwhelmed me with all your waves. So somebody is definitely blaming the divine for putting them in the lowest pit of the darkest depths. The darkest depths has nothing got to do with the divine's energy. That has got to do with the dark's energy. So someone has invited this dark energy into their life. And now they're in the darkest depths of what that energy is doing to them. And it's suddenly, where are you, God? Why aren't you listening to me? You need to listen to me. Why am I being compared? You don't care about me. Now, I actually want to say the audacity of someone here. You clearly choose to have the dark, and this is what goes with the dark energy. Your wrath lies heavy on me. You have overwhelmed me with your waves. We hear about the wrath of God when people have done wrong, evil, immoral things. You will face the wrath of God. So somebody is facing the wrath of God for the consequences of their own actions, and now is blaming God and the universe for what they have manifested in their own life. Someone needs to take a hard look at themselves here, okay? You've taken from me my closest friends and have made me repulsive to them. I am confined and cannot escape. My eyes are dim with grief. So people are losing friends who cannot stand them. So they're getting repulsed. People are repulsed by this person, so their energy. I am confined and cannot escape. So someone is quite confined and quite isolated because the people around them don't want to be around this person because of the energy and the way that they are. My eyes are dim with grief. So they're in a lot of struggle, they're in a lot of mental torture, they're in a lot of grief and pain. They've done this to themselves. I call to you, Lord, every day. I spread my hands out to you. So somebody now is looking for God back in their life. Do you show your wonders to the dead? Do their spirits rise up and praise you? So it's like someone is, you know, it does feel like, it feels quite manipulative to me when I read this. Like, you know, if you're so good, show the wonders to the dead. Do the spirits, can you do these? You know, so it's someone who's quite fucking smug and who has a fucking ego. And I want to say, how dare you even question God? Who are you to, who's somebody here to question God? And why, or who he listens and when he responds. Evidence in divine's time. And the divine is not answering any of our prayers right now. It's because it's not time. Is your love declared in the grave, your faithfulness in destruction? So this person is basically saying, you're bringing destruction into my life, but and you're not meant to love me. Why are you putting me to the grave? So why are you putting me here with destruction if you love me? Why did you put yourself in a position to be 0555? Why did you put yourself in a position for destruction to come into your life, for the divine to do this? What have you done? Why did you put yourself into this position? Just somebody really here is blaming God here. Are your wonders known in the place of darkness, or your righteous deeds in the land of oblivion? So this person is really, somebody here is really trying to get out of this dark place and expecting God and expecting the light to come save them from a dark place they have put themselves into here. But I cry to you for help, Lord. In the morning my prayer comes before you. Why, Lord, do you reject me and hide your face from me? So somebody is crying and somebody is praying. Potentially in the morning, doesn't have to be. But here it's the morning. My prayer comes before you. So why are you rejecting me? Why are you hiding your face? So someone is definitely wondering why their prayers are not being heard, why their cries and what they're doing is not being answered straight away. From my youth I have suffered and been close to death. I have borne your terrors and am in despair. So somebody has suffered for a very long time from their childhood and have been close to death at many points from what they've suffered and endured in their life. They are bored, so they have a lot of terror within them, a lot of that fear energy, which is negative energy, and they are in despair, but that's because the energy is within them, that's the energy that's around them, that's the energy that they have invited into their life. And now this person is in despair over what they've done to themselves. Your wrath has swept over me, your terrors have destroyed me. We all have heard about the wrath of God, and that only comes when you have done the most. So somebody is definitely in this place of despair. They're definitely struggling. All day long they surround me like a flood. They have completely engulfed me. You have taken from me friend and neighbour. Darkness is my closest friend. So somebody has lost everything around them, friends, family, maybe their job, everything. They're being submerged like a flood. It's submerged in emotion because everything is being taken over here. Everything's out of control. This is the destruction that the divine has brought into someone's life. He has taken your friends away and he's taken your family away. And the only friend that you have, someone here has, is darkness. Darkness is my closest friend. And that's what somebody has manifested for themselves. That's what somebody does have all around them. And that's all they have. That's all they have is darkness. Sometimes we have to lose absolutely everything to save ourselves. So maybe that is the key here. You need to save yourself. You can't expect to sit there and have everything done for us. We have to be able to help ourselves too. We can't blame the divine for the situations we put ourselves into willingly. We have to take responsibility. We have to be accountable for what we've done. I've never felt the wrath of God because I've never did anything bad enough. So you've got to look at the dark energy within you that's made you do this. That has what put you in despair. The divine doesn't put any of us into despair. We put ourselves there. That is your prophetic message for the week.